Hey guys, Pete here with Crunch Time Coaching, and we have just witnessed one of the greatest matches of all time: Roger Federer versus Rafa Nadal. And I mean, these guys know how to put on a show, right? They just do not disappoint, and just pure class after the match from both players, pure respect, and they really showed tonight how much they both respect the game of tennis and how deeply they care about playing each other. And they both put every ounce of energy into this match. It was everything we love about this matchup, as far as the grit of Rafa, the shot making of Roger Federer, the drama that they both create, the contrasting styles, and it just had everything, and it completely delivered. I mean, this could have gone to where one side could have folded. There was plenty of opportunities for both players to fold. There was 2 6-1 sets. There was Roger showing his forehand that shanks, and you're wondering, well, are the wheels falling off? So it could have gone the other way, to where it was not a great match. Instead, they made this epic event an epic final, one we will never forget, one we will always appreciate, no matter who you were rooting for. It was just awesome. I picked Rafa before the match just because I thought he was going to break Roger down. Even in defeat, Rafa shows that he is still like the greatest big point player of all time. I mean, how many times did Roger have Rafa on the rope and he just delivered with an amazing first shot or shot on the run? And it was just super exciting. So let's break down the match and see how Roger ended up on top here tonight. And just so excited. I'm a Roger fan, even though I picked Rafa, so I'm super excited. But it even hurts me a little bit that Rafa didn't win. Like Roger said, it'd been great if there could have been a draw, because both players really deserve to win. You'd love to see both of them hold the trophy. But Roger, a couple of things that he was able to do different than Dimitrov. Dimitrov is called baby fed. A couple of things that Roger was able to do: his serve is a little bigger, so Roger was able to get more free points, and he also stayed closer to the baseline. Roger stuck to his guns, and he stayed closer to the baseline. And through the first set, one thing that Darren Cahill even said was that Roger's backhand return, his backhand tonight, maybe won him the match. He hit lots of great forehands, but what we have seen in the past from Roger is him being content to chip the ball. Well, one thing he obviously worked on in these 6 months is making a clear commitment to come over almost every single backhand and only go to the slice when absolutely necessary. And it paid off big time tonight. One thing that I found very, very interesting is he did on the deuce court 2 different plays when Rafa had a second serve, and it really confused Rafa on some big points, to where he would cheat in, and that's usually when he hit a backhand. He hit a lot of backhands inside out, deep, to where it was right on Rafa's shoelaces. Then other times it looked like he was going to start coming in, and then he dropped back here and run around and hit a heavy, higher topspin forehand return. And that was very effective. Rafa had so many break points against him, and again was brilliant with his slice out wide serve, and won many points with the big forehand up the line after that. But Roger was a little more offensive minded than normal, to where Rafa at least knew that Roger was going to come over the ball. And on a couple of big points in the match, Roger went even more out here into the doubles alley than he normally does, and that paid off. And the interesting thing was that in Roger's last match that he won, he said, "Hey, if I can't walk for 4 or 5 months after this match, so be it." And he got down a break early in the 5th, it was a lot of the things that I know Roger fans have been frustrated with, as far as having so many chances and falling short. And then, when he gets broken, it like happens in a heartbeat. He sprays a couple forehands, looks like he loses some concentration, and all of a sudden he's down a break in a blink, and you're just like, oh my gosh, here we go again. And for him to dig deep and fight, and for so much of the match, Roger was keeping the point short, and he was either winning the point early or losing the point early. But one thing he did in the final set was he said, okay, I am going to bear down. And as John McEnroe said, out Rafa. He had so many just grueling physical points, to where as the point kept going and Roger kept running side to side and the ball was kicking up at his back, and you're thinking there's no way he can hang in there for one more shot. And somehow he did. And again, that backhand really saved the match. How many times did you see Roger running back and forth, and then he's running across the court and there's a high backhand, and Roger would actually hit a winner cross court? It was amazing to think that a guy now 35 years old, such a complete player, has improved his backhand once more at his age is awesome. And that he could dig down deep physically with Rafa and outlast him and outgrind him, something that I didn't know he could do. And it was really cool. And they both fought so hard till the very last point. And I think the difference is that Roger was able to win some points easier, and he had one more gear to go to physically that we didn't know he had, and he was able to pull it out. And now he has 18 Grand Slams. And I said before the match that this was a match for the history books, that who wins this match can lay a legitimate claim to greatest of all time. If Roger didn't win because of how many times he's lost to Rafa, it would have been hard to keep making the argument that Roger is the greatest player of all time when Rafa has dominated him so much. But this might be the last time we see these two play in a final. Maybe not. It would be amazing. I mean, if they can deliver another match like this, wow. But this could have been the last time we see this. And so this might be the last memory we all have of Roger going out with number 18 and beating Rafa. I think that is going to be huge for him, for the history books. Makes it that much harder for everybody to catch him now. Now Rafa, instead of being 2 away, he's 4 away. So really amazing stuff. So proud of both players. So proud of tennis. There's, it again showed the class of tennis. These two guys have taken tennis to another level as far as their play, but also the class level. And, as a tennis fan and as a tennis coach, I just want to thank them. One thing I'm going to be coming out with next week, if you're subscribed to my channel and you get on my email list, is I'm going to be coming out with the 10 greatest plays of all times that recreational players can actually run on the court, that actually work very well. And I'm going to be showing a play by Rafa and a play by Roger. They're in the top 10, and McEnroe and Lendl and other things. So I'm going to leave a couple of free trainings for you right now when I get off this live broadcast, and it'll be in the comment section, and it'll also be within the video. So it'll probably take about 15 minutes to get up. But the things that really stand out that these guys are able to do, and you saw it tonight, how great was Roger's slice serve out wide? How great was Rafa's slice serve out wide? And if you can have a great slice serve in your recreational matches, that's huge. So I give you a slice serve quiz so you can figure out what's wrong with your slice serve, and I teach you how to fix it. I'm going to put that as just a thank you for following me for the last couple of weeks. And then also, how amazing is that Rafa topspin? He again showed just what a tough shot throughout these 2 weeks. Then tonight, what just a brutal shot that is to deal with. So I'm going to give you a free topspin lesson as well, if you've ever had struggled trying to figure out how to get all that rotation on the ball like Rafa is able to do. And I want to thank you guys. This has been a lot of fun. We've had a lot of interaction. I want to see the comments below. What did you think of this match? Does this now make Roger the greatest of all time? Does it not? Are these two going to play in the final again? These are all questions that I'm sure we all have and we'd all love to see. So like this video if you love this Australian Open and you enjoyed following my analysis. Subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos, and comment below so we can keep the interaction going. And thanks so much, guys, and look forward to seeing you real soon on future videos.